What's up, guys? Jonathan here from TheNerdNight, back from a nearly 6-month hiatus for our first Let's Play in many, many moons. Today we're going to be playing Forbidden Island by GameRight Games. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, takes about 30 minutes to play, and in front of me here you see everything that comes in the box. So it's a pretty small form factor, really easy to travel with it to a friend's house, so it's great for a night where you might be playing a lot of different games. Definitely a pick up and play, very simple rules, easy to teach new players. So this is a very fun game. We actually just played it for our first time last night, had a lot of fun with it. So we'll go ahead and get into the different pieces and cards here and show you how to play the game. So here are all the components of the game. Like I said, there's really not much to it. Pretty small box, not very many pieces, which is nice. You've got a treasure deck. There's 28 cards in that deck. You have a flood deck, 24 cards in there. You have 6 adventurer cards right here with corresponding pawns that represent which adventurer you're playing as. Those are basically your character classes, and we'll go over those in just a minute. You have 24 of these double-sided island tiles. So each tile has basically a dry side and a flooded side that's represented by the kind of blue and white side of the tile. So we'll go over those mechanics a little bit later as well. You have 4 treasure figurines at the top here. Basically the goal of the game is to acquire these figurines in some way, shape, or form and then get off the island. So we'll discuss how to do that. You have your water level meter here, and then it also comes with a little plastic marker piece here to mark what level the water is currently at. Okay, so to set up the game, you're going to want to shuffle all of the 24 tiles together, which are all these that you see here, and then deal them up face up, exactly arranged as you see right here, in completely random order. So you want 2 rows of 2, 2 rows of 4, and 2 rows of 6. Kind of a circle is made as best as possible with square tiles. You want to make sure they're all on their normal side, or their dry side as I like to call it. Basically, as mentioned before, the normal side is kind of in its normal color. The flooded side is kind of blue and white only. And this is just to indicate that this section of the island has been flooded, obviously. So we'll keep that all on their normal side to start. The next step for setup is going to be to flood some of the tiles. So for starting with some challenge here, we just need to make sure that the island isn't completely completely dry to begin with. So we'll take the flood deck, which is this Forbidden Island blue deck right here, shuffle it up, which I've already done, and you're going to deal out 6 of these. Now, the 6 that you reveal, you're going to flood. So the first one I got here was the Temple of the Sun, and the picture on the card is going to exactly match the tile, so we know to flip the Temple of the Sun, which is right here. We also got the Lost Lagoon. Sometimes these are a little bit harder to find than I think. Here we go. I'll go ahead and do the rest of these. Okay, so once you've flooded your original 6 tiles, you're going to go ahead and just discard those 6 cards right next to your flood deck. You're going to have a discard pile for the flood deck and the treasure deck, so just to get it started there. The next step is going to be to choose player cards. Now the player cards are nice because they do have kind of a quick crib sheet on the back for the order of play and what actions you can take. There's 6 different player cards. Even though the game can only be played with up to 4 people, you've got some options here. Just to go over the different abilities of each player card. The messenger card has a special ability that allows him to give treasure cards to a player anywhere on the island for 1 action. The diver has the ability to move through adjacent flooded tiles or missing tiles once we get to that mechanic. The engineer has the ability to shore up 2 tiles instead of just 1, which is the normal action. The explorer can move and shore up diagonally. Normally you can only shore up, down, left, or right. And the navigator can move another player up to 2 adjacent tiles for 1 action. And the pilot has the ability once per turn to fly to any tile on the island for 1 action. So deal out the player cards randomly to as many people as you have, 2 to 4 players, like I had said before. In this case, I chose the Messenger, the Diver, the Engineer, and the Explorer cards. And once you have your card, you can then place your pawn on the corresponding tile. So each colored pawn has one specific tile that they start on. For example, in this case, the red pawn, which is the Engineer, starts on the bronze gate because it has the symbol of the red pawn in the bottom right. The black pawn for the Diver starts on the iron gate because it has the black pawn symbol in the bottom right. So just find your corresponding tile and place your pawn there. The next step is going to be to hand out 2 treasure cards to each player. These red cards are the treasure cards. Everyone starts with 2, so you'll deal out 2. There are many different types of cards in the deck. You've got your Water Rises card. You have treasure cards that correspond with the different treasure pieces here that you're trying to collect. You've also got, see if I can find them in here, sandbags, which are special cards that allow you to shore up tiles at any point in time without using an action, also wherever they are on the board. And you have a helicopter lift, which allows you to move any number of pawns from one tile to another tile on the board. And that's it. There's no other types of cards in the deck here. So deal out 2 to each player. If someone gets a Water Rises, or Waters Rise, I guess, you're actually going to want to take that back and shuffle it into the deck. No one should start with a Waters Rise. So deal out 2 cards. I suppose in this case, as an example, if I'm playing the Diver, which is right here, I got the Chalice and the Helicopter Lift. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in front of me. It is beneficial to just place the cards face up in front of you. This is a cooperative game, so you want to work together. It's either everyone wins or everyone loses. So you want to make sure you work together. Everyone knows what cards you have, so that you can organize some beneficial trades to try to complete the game as quickly as possible. And the last step before beginning play is to set the starting water level. So this is the water level indicator, and as you can see on here, the marker has actually 4 different levels it can begin at based on the difficulty that you want: novice, normal, elite, or legendary. If it's your first time playing, I'd probably recommend starting out on normal mode, maybe even novice if you want. It's definitely very likely that you could lose on normal, and almost guaranteed that you're going to lose on elite or legendary if it's your first time. So in this case, we'll go ahead and start it off on normal mode. Now, the water level indicator is actually going to determine how many flood cards are drawn per player turn. So either 2, 3, 4, or 5. So as you can see, if you start off at a higher level difficulty, you're immediately going to be drawing more flood cards, which will cause more tiles to be flooded on their turn. So we're going to go ahead and start off in normal mode. Place that right there. So once you have the whole board set up, play is going to begin. The order of play is the person who goes first is the person who last visited an island in real life, or just pick someone at random. In your turn, you're going to take up to 3 actions. You're going to draw 2 treasure cards, and then finally you're going to draw your flood cards equal to what the water level is currently set at. In this case, it's 2. And I'm going to start with the Diver, the black pawn, first to go. So the actions you can take on your turn in those 3 actions that you have would be to move. So moving the Diver from the Iron Gate to the Phantom Rock, for example, would be 1 action. You can also shore up if you're either on or adjacent to a sunken or flooded tile. So in this case, the Diver is not adjacent to any flooded tiles, but if I take 1 action to move to the Whispering Garden, now I am adjacent to the Lost Lagoon. So 1 action to move to the Whispering Garden, 1 action to then shore up this tile, and all that means is I'm going to flip it from the flooded side to the normal side. The third action you can take is to trade or give a treasure card to another player. Now, most player classes, in order to trade a card, you have to actually be on the same tile as another player. So in this case, the engineer would have to be on the same tile as, let's say, the explorer who's over here in order to trade with them. Now I only have 3 actions, so there's really no way I can get to that tile. So as my last action, I could either not take it, or I could make another move and try to get closer to some of these other flooded tiles on the board. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's 3 actions right there. After I take my 3 actions, I'm going to draw 2 treasure cards. So in this case, I got another chalice, which is great. We'll explain why in a minute. And I got the lion statue. So we're fine. We did not get a water rises card, which is good. So the water is not going to move to the next level. And what that means is, on the third part of my player turn here, now that I have to draw the flood cards, I still only have to take 2, because we're still at the second notch here on the board, 2 flood cards only. So we'll draw the top card. It's the Coral Palace. So the Coral Palace is right here. It's still on its normal side. So we'll flip it over, and now it's flooded. And we'll draw our second card. It's Phantom Rock, also on the normal side. We'll go ahead and flood it. Now, what would happen if Phantom Rock were already flooded is if I went and I drew my second card and it was Phantom Rock, this tile would actually be destroyed. So it would be removed from the game entirely. You want to try to avoid that for obvious reasons. There's going to be less tiles for you to move across. Only the diver has the capability to move through an empty square as an action, or multiple empty squares if he uses more than one action. So most players are incapable of navigating the board without tiles to move across. And also, the main reason why you want to avoid tiles from getting destroyed are some of the tiles are critically important to the game. And we'll go over those right now. So as you might notice, on the bottom left-hand corner of some tiles are symbols. The Coral Palace has the chalice, the Whispering Garden has the lion statue, the Tidal Palace also has the chalice. So of all the tiles, there will be 2 symbols for a matching treasure. So the chalice is on the Coral Palace and the Tidal Palace. Not even sure what this is, the rock statue of some kind. Is on the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Moon. And basically what that means is you can obtain that treasure from either one of those tiles. If at any point in the game you lose both tiles, so the tiles are destroyed for the same treasure, so if the Coral Palace was destroyed and the Tidal Palace was destroyed, and you had not obtained the chalice yet, you lose the game. So you need to make sure that you focus on the tiles for the treasures that you haven't obtained yet. Very important. Another tile that's critically important, probably the most important tile of the game, is the Fool's Landing. The Fool's Landing has the helicopter symbol on it here, and this is basically your escape tile. The goal of the game is to obtain all 4 treasures between the 4 players, doesn't matter who has them. Everyone has to get back to Fool's Landing, and then a player has to play a helicopter card in order to evacuate from the island. So that's how you win the game. The way you obtain those treasures is by gathering 4 of the same treasure cards. So in this case I would need 4 chalices. Getting to one of the places on the board that has the chalice symbol. In this case we could use the Tidal Palace. So get my pawn to that space, and then on my turn, discarding these 4 treasure cards and taking the treasure from the board. Just putting it next to the player. So we would just take these treasure cards, pretend there's 4 of them. So we have to do that for all 4 treasures. That's the only way to win the game. There are several ways to lose the game. I've already explained one, which is having the 2 tiles that have a treasure that you haven't obtained yet get destroyed. Second way you can lose is if Fool's Landing ever gets destroyed. And the third way you can lose is if a tile is destroyed with a player on it and they can't make it to another tile. And here's what I mean by that. So as an example here, I've gone ahead and removed some tiles and arranged the board in a specific example. to show the third way that you can lose the game. So in this event, the messenger is on the silver gate here. And on someone's turn, it could be the messenger's turn, it could be another player, they start revealing flood cards. And let's pretend that the flood cards they reveal are first the Twilight Hollow, so the Twilight Hollow is then destroyed. And then the next flood card they pull is the silver gate, and the messenger is on the silver gate. Well, if that were to happen, that would be removed. And now the messenger is in the middle of the water. Normally what would happen here is if they had an adjacent tile, let's say the, pull one back here, the Cave of Embers was right here, whether it's flooded or normal, they can just swim to an adjacent tile, just like that, and kind of save themselves. But if there are no adjacent tiles, then you drown. And if any player drowns, you lose the game. So it's very important to not only look out for your own character, make sure that you have the ability to get to an adjacent tile, or that there's a way to maybe helicopter lift to another tile, but you have to look out for your other players as well, because remember, it is cooperative and you want everyone to win the game. Either everyone wins or everyone loses. So those are the three main ways that you can lose the game. And as I mentioned, there's only one way to win, and that's get all 4 treasures, get to the Fool's Landing, all players, and then use a helicopter lift to leave the island. It actually is a fairly difficult game. As I had mentioned before, starting on novice or normal mode is going to be your best bet for winning. If you try playing on elite or legendary, it's going to be incredibly difficult, very challenging, a lot of fun though. Now, a few other rules to mention in regards to the treasure cards. One is, if you have a helicopter lift or a sandbag, these can be played at any time. It doesn't have to be your turn, and it does not cost an action. So using a sandbag allows you to shore up any one tile on the island, and that means you don't have to be adjacent to it, it can be anywhere. Very useful in emergencies. And the helicopter lift, of course, needs to be used to win the game, but you can also use these at any point in time, as long as you have one, to move either yourself or another player to an adjacent tile. And the nice thing about the helicopter lift is you can actually move more than one pawn as long as they're on the same tile. So if we had the engineer and the diver on the bronze gate, you could actually use a helicopter lift to move both of them somewhere else, maybe to the Fool's Landing or wherever you want them to be. These can also be used as sort of an interrupt. Let's say if a tile is sinking and these players had nowhere to move, instead of them swimming to an adjacent tile, you could play a helicopter lift to get them to safety, which is nice. So very useful, the helicopter lift. And the last card that we really haven't talked about in the treasure deck is the Water's Rise. So if on your turn you draw a Water's Rise card, what you need to do is stop play. It tells you what to do right on the card here. You're going to move the water level up 1 click, or 1 tick mark. So in this case, we'd move it from the normal tick here to the next level. You're going to shuffle the flood discard pile and place it on top of the flood draw pile. So this is something that reminds me a lot of Pandemic. When a epidemic card comes out, you shuffle the discarded locations back to the top of the deck. So this actually makes it very challenging, because you know that cards that have already been drawn are going right back to the top of the pile. And that's going to give them a better chance of destroying those islands. So you need to make sure you're shoring up any tiles that have been recently flipped, especially when a Water's Rise card comes out. And then you're just going to discard this card into the treasure pile. Anytime you have the cards in either deck run out, the treasure deck or the flood deck, you're going to go ahead and just shuffle them up and start dealing them out again as necessary. So having a deck run out does not cause the game to end, doesn't cause you to stop drawing cards. So in this case, we played the Water's Rise, we rose it to the next level. We'll go ahead and shuffle the flood cards in the discard pile, put them back on the top of the deck, and then a big problem with this, or a challenge for this, is that you do all of this before you draw your flood cards. So now that that's moved up a tick, instead of drawing the normal 2 flood cards, we're going to have to draw 3. So as the game progresses and as you draw more Waters Rises cards, you're actually going to have the game be a lot more challenging. And actually, one more way that you can lose that I did not mention was by the water level meter reaching the Skull and Crossbones, the top level. So if you play the game long enough, you're going to draw a lot of Water Rises cards, and that'll keep bringing this up one level by another level by another level. And if you manage to play the game long enough, which is kind of a challenge in its own right, without having someone sink or having 2 treasures be destroyed that you needed, and it reaches this level, the game immediately ends. So there are several ways to lose and only one way to win. So definitely make sure you're working together as best as possible and trying to get those treasures and get off the island. So I think I've explained the rules sufficiently enough. Anything that I might have skipped over or missed, feel free to post in the comments and I'll try to clarify as best as possible. But we're going to go ahead and cut over to an actual Let's Play. This is the first time we've played this game. Jared, Evan, Kenny, and Nick are going to be the players in this case. So none of them have played the game before, completely fresh. So it should be a good example of kind of how simple it is to really play this game. Not a lot of rule confusion, even after only glossing over the rule book for about 10 or 15 minutes or so. So hope you guys enjoy, and definitely comment, subscribe, and let us know if there's any other games you want to see us play. Also, make sure to check out the Forbidden Island iPad app. If you'd rather play it in the digital format, there is an app available on the App Store. And there are a few other editions of this game, such as the Forbidden Desert, that are going to be worth checking out as well.
So I'm the messenger right here, and I can give treasure cards on my turn to other adventurers.
Any adventurer anywhere?
Yep.
Anywhere on the island.
Anywhere on the island, and it would cost an action. So I'm gonna shore up this. That's one action. And then I'll move for my second action. And then shore that up for my third action. And that's that. And I draw 2 treasure cards. A lion and a helicopter. Ooh.
What does the helicopter do?
That's how we win.
So you need to use that to get off the island?
Yep. Or move 1 or more pawns on the same tile to any other tile. Or lift your team off the thing.
Alright. Hold on to that. Who are you, Nick?
And then he's got to draw a flood card. 2 flood cards.
Because if I draw...
Everybody draws 2 flood cards, huh?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
But if I draw another Forbidden Landing, it'll disappear, right? Because it's already flipped over, so I'm going to sandbag it.
Do you have another action? Oh, no.
This doesn't count as an
Yeah,
action. So I'll sandbag that just to be safe with that.
Good idea.
I'm going to draw 2 of these. The first one is the Observatory.
Right there.
Flip that over. And the second is the Whispering God.
Whispering God.
Alright, that's that.
Alright, it's my turn. I am the pilot, which means once per turn, fly to any tile on the island for 1 action. So, let's see. I will fly to... Yes.
That's 1.
And I will shore this one up. And shore this one up.
Like
That's 3. And then 2 treasure cards. 5. And water rising. Damn it. Move the water level up 1 tick mark. Shuffle the flood discard pile and place it on top of the flood draw pile.
Put it on top.
Oh, that's
Yes. Discard this card to the treasure discard pile.
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
What are you thinking?
It was that extra bridge I gave the cards.
I hope they're not all still
And then I have to draw how many? 3 flood cards?
3 flood
Three
cards.
flood cards, Brawley.
I'll help you out. The observatory. So that's
Ruined.
Bond.
Gone.
Phantom Rock.
Nice. Just a little watery.
And Coral Palace.
What was that one?
Yeah, could be. Oh, you're on it.
I'm on it.
No, Jared's on
That's it.
That's my turn.
All right. Yellow. I am the navigator. Move another player up to 2 adjacent tiles for 1 action. So I'm going to.
If you move me here, I can do my whole turn and just get all 3 of those. Bip, bip, bip.
it. Yeah, I could do that next turn. But it might be more beneficial to move me there so I can do it immediately.
Or he could do it on his turn. He can move one.
I can get rid of 2 of them right now.
Get rid of 2 of them.
Yeah.
The ones with the treasures on the ones we really need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna shore up. Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
No, because we just flipped over. We just flipped this one over.
Yeah.
And we have the discard pile back on top. Did we just
Yeah.
flip this one over too?
No,
No, that one's
been
been
over
flipped
for a
over.
while.
That one's been flipped over.
Yeah.
And it's very close to the top of the deck.
1.
So you can shore that one up and then move again.
I was showing both up anyway. I mean, what's the big deal, right?
Yeah.
I get 2 floods.
Oh, you 2 treasures.
Treasures, you know how that's right.
And 3 floods. Ooh. Double lions.
3 floods.
Temple of the Sun.
Good thing you did it.
Bronze Gate.
Bronze Gate. Oh.
Break is
Gone.
gone.
Well, this guy's voice is stupid.
Alright. I am the explorer. I can move diagonally and or shore up tiles diagonally.
I'm gonna give Kenny this next turn. So if you can get him yours too, he'll have 4 by the start of his next
He's
turn.
right next to me.
Yeah, he's right next to him, so you can do it.
That would work perfect because I can do that for
I gotta
any
do it at
round.
the same
We
time.
have to be on the same time now.
Alright, I'll do that now.
That's
1, 2.
2.
I can't go
I'll shore
beyond
up
5.
the bronze.
You can't go beyond 5 cards though.
Yeah, but you can get rid of something with someone else.
You'll just yeah.
Like I can take that fire.
Do I have
from
to
you.
trade with you?
No.
No, I just gave
He
you a
gives
chance to try
it,
to.
gives it to you. I can move anywhere. I can come to your tile and take that fire
Fire
from
and
you.
the chalice.
Yeah, but if he wants to give me that thing now, I have to get rid of it somehow. How do I
That's
get rid of it? I give it to you?
You discard it.
I discard it. So we have to place.
Yeah, but you can.
Did you get your treasures?
Yeah. Whispering Gardens. Fool's Landing.
That was a fool's land disappears. Game over?
Game over.
Right there.
And Tidal Palace.
Tidal Palace.
Both of those are flipped over now.
And you're up, Jared.
Where's Jared?
He's right there. Right.
Yeah.
So you'd have to move to Kenny.
1. No, I can do that from anywhere.
Oh.
I'm the messenger. Give treasure cards to a player anywhere in the island. For 1 action.
So you can.
Do you want that? And
I'll discard the chalice.
yeah, because we should get Nick the Reds. So that's 1 action. I gotta keep this thing alive. 2 actions.
So you don't trade, just give it to him.
Yeah, I just give it to you.
Yeah.
It sucks.
into.
Tough.
I'll move close to here so you can try and save that.
Well, I can fly there.
Yeah, that flag's already there.
That's
Yeah,
two.
that's three.
Actually, yeah.
Three?
Wanted to
Trade
do
it, coral, move.
Oh,
that. One
Then I
there.
can.
Just because.
I can still fix
Oh, Nick
anything
can
I
fly
want
there.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
fly.
Yeah.
before I flip those over. But my treasures is a cup and a fire.
Hold on to these fires, boys.
And what do you guys think?
That's all the fire.
Should I sandbag?
Yeah, maybe.
I would sandbag.
Or I could use this helicopter.
No, I'll save it.
I could
I would
sandbag
sandbag
something.
Well, this
Well, we
one's
still have
sandbagged.
two, there's two of everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll the dice.
I would. Really?
Well, I can fly anywhere. I can go to
Yeah,
any
but I
time.
need to get down to that one. I don't want that one to disappear. This one's very far away from me.
Three, one, two.
I want to get there.
You can't do it next time you're
I
done
can
with-
get there.
Yeah.
Well, I can shore it before I leave, and then fly over there and shore that one, and that would be my turn.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we don't see them. All right.
Right.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Flip
Flip
over
on three.
Misty Marsh.
Cave of Shadows. Howling Garden.
Alright. Not too bad.
So it's my turn.
Yeah.
Shore this one up. That's one. Fly over here. That's two. And then shore up that. That's three. And two treasures.
Water Horizon's coming.
Oh.
So that's all three of them.
Yep.
And
And then draw
Flood.
3 flood cards.
Lost Lagoon. The Iron Gate.
Bronze, copper, gold.
Crimson Forest.
My sister, the dentist, said my
All right.
prescription costs
Okay.
Yeah.
Is alcohol free, has 7 moisturizers, plus fluoride to strengthen teeth. Act dry mouth.
So we can capture that treasure.
oh fuck!
I can't capture it yet.
Move one or more. We can helicopter lift you if you guys want to go back a little
Oh, he
bit.
can lift me?
Yeah.
Well, Nick would have to.
Yeah, you have two.
Would it
Move
count?
one or more pawns on the same tile to any other tile.
On the same tile, though.
Like you can move both of these guys because they're both on the same tile.
Yep. Okay. Does not count as an action.
Nope.
Discard.
Yeah.
So you gonna move me?
Should we move
Do I
Evan
need to
too?
move Evan too? Or?
You don't have to.
Don't move Evan too.
Yeah. I don't have to move that and shore up the temple.
All
There you
right.
go.
So now it's my turn. So now I'm gonna take up. I'm gonna take that. Trade it.
Ooh, treasure! Look at that thing.
Should I just put these in there or discard?
Discard pile.
Um,
That's one action.
where's Nick at in here?
I'm on that landing. Is it? Oh yeah, it is actually.
I'm going to. Green's you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shore up one. Then it's two. Shore up. No, shore up three.
I was gonna say that is the thing we need to keep a path going to. Going to the helipad.
No, two. Two
Two
of those.
treasures and 3 blood guys.
Alright.
Shuffle those up. Put them on top.
Still at level 3 though, boys.
Yes, now all those things we just.
Ah, well, we're doing alright. Doing alright. For level 3.
No.
3.
Three. Oh,
It just goes up a tick mark.
Who's landing?
Well, I can just stay there because if I move a fire, it's right there. So.
Yeah.
The Coral Palace.
That means we have to come to you to give you fire.
And
Not Jared.
the
Jared's
Misty
gonna fire.
Marsh is gone. And you're in the water. So you gotta swim to
Who's
an
that?
adjacent tile.
That's you.
With you.
No, that's you.
That's me?
Yeah, you're correct.
I might
It's
as
not
well
your
go
turn
here.
yet. Oh, is it your turn? Oh, I haven't just
You
won?
immediately
No, it's
swim.
your 3 flood
Oh,
cards.
you
just
immediately
flipped
swim?
over.
You immediately swim to the thing.
No. Oh, no, you're up, Evan. This game's tough.
Alright, well, I guess I'll.
We have to start using our. The thing is, we're not using our things at all.
I am.
I should
use
have.
mine,
I should
right?
instead of just. I'm not. I'm being an idiot.
Well,
Well, that's normal.
I could have moved people around.
Temple of the Moon hasn't come out at all, so I think that's pretty safe.
Head over there.
Oh, I can't. Who's gray? You?
If you can get Nick, you can't get Nick to the fire.
No, I can't.
Well, you can move that. 1, 2, no.
I can get to Nick, but I can't give him a card.
Or you can get to Jared, can't you?
Yeah.
And give him a chalice.
Yeah, you can do that, and then I can give him both with my turn.
Get here.
So that's
Well,
Shore up the
sure that up.
Shore up the temple.
Sure that up before you leave.
I can do it diagonal.
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, you can do diagonal.
You can do everything diagonal.
And I moved, so I can't shore up the palace, but I can give you this.
So it's your 3. No, give me the fire,
No.
and then I can give them both to Nick.
On your next turn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give him fire.
Give the fire one, and then I'll give him 2
That's my turn.
when it's your turn.
Water
And-
rising.
Yeah. And a thing.
Oh, I thought that was all of them.
That's 3.
All right, I got a sandbag Fool's Landing because it's one of those cards.
Alright.
Can you do that right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
can
have to do it. I
anytime.
can do it anytime. I have to, or else it will go away and we lose.
Yeah. Well, we know what they are. Foil Palace, Landing, and Steve Meyer.
So this is gone,
I'm going.
and then the marsh is already gone.
Oh yeah, that should have been removed from the deck if the tile's gone.
So flip over another one.
So flip up another one.
Cave of Shadows.
Cave of Shadows.
Get rid of it.
Gone.
Ugh.
What's on that?
Fire, but there's one right next
We
to
got
it, so
that
it's
one.
it's fine.
And Nick's getting that next turn. All right.
Where did you want to swim to?
What do I have? 2 of those earth
So you
things.
go
I'll
this
go to
way.
the Temple of the Moon.
So I will use 2 actions to give those to Nick.
Nick has to discard something.
The Chalice.
Or the helipad.
I'm not
No.
gonna discard that.
Then use it.
Use it for what?
Anything. Whatever we need. What do we need? Move. I have 1 action left. Move me here, and I'll shore it up.
Yeah, why are you gonna show that? We don't.
We already have
We
that.
already have that. We can let that go.
Okay, then.
You let it go.
Something else.
Shore up Fool's Landing.
Yeah. Better than. I mean, we got to discard a card.
Yeah, well, if he discards the chalice, we're getting real close to shuffling the deck again.
Yeah. Because we're gonna need this to get out.
But we might want to hold on to the chalice because we're gonna have. But he can hold on to. I would use the helipad. I would use the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're gonna be reshuffling soon.
Alright.
And we still have a helicopter out there.
Send me the
Use
fool.
that and then.
Or you can send yourself there and save the turn next time. But then Fool's Landing is. We should get Fool's Landing flipped over.
Yeah. Still can get full.
You're you still
So
have
yes,
action?
yeah, I still have 1 left. And I'll show that. 3 turn, 3 actions. And I got a cup.
Nice. 4 cups.
I got a
And
cup
4 of
and a
those
moon.
We're looking good, boys.
And 3 island, 3 cards.
We might conquer this game.
Temple of the Sun. Howling Gardens.
It's fine.
That's right, we don't need it. And the Bronze Gate.
Bronze?
Discard the Howling Gardens.
Oh, the card?
Yeah. Take it out of there.
Just throw it in the box.
Well, because there's no more left. It's gone. That's what.
Yep. You want to give me your cup before you leave?
It's an action, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, I only need 3 actions. 1 move, give him a treasure, and then
Give him.
Give me move and get.
give you my cup. Move.
And I can give you all. Well, that's if.
And
I'm not really close to
I'm taking the goblet of 5.
Wait over
And
there.
you can be helipadded to it.
Yeah.
Well, no, we need this to leave.
But we're gonna be able to get it. We can get him again.
Nick can fly me there. He can use his pilot. Oh no,
Yeah,
he can
I'm
fly
a pilot.
himself
I
there.
can fly. I can move myself anywhere.
Yeah.
So don't have to worry about moving me.
I wouldn't worry about losing that helicopter thing yet.
We're gonna reshuffle that.
It's because it gets reshuffled once we get down to the bottom.
Or does it? Dun dun dun.
So you must get the game down in one and from the treasure deck. Screw that.
That'd be a cool advanced way to play. Because
Yeah.
we're not far up.
That'd be real fun to lose.
You're up.
I'm up. Oh, Nick just
Oh,
went.
I need to draw my.
Yeah, we didn't do any of the other stuff yet.
So that's one.
Shuffle. Shuffle them well.
Where are you, Evan?
He's going towards the.
Yeah, Forbidden Desert is what it just has. So they build up with sand. You gotta clean the sand off of them.
This is the only one that's left to cut.
So we gotta keep it
I gotta get over there. Or one of, I have to get this to somebody.
to me.
Or you get all
Well,
those to him.
What are you, Gray? It'll only take one action for me to give this. It'll take him 3 actions to give me all those.
That's true.
You can move diagonal, right?
Yeah.
Where are you?
maybe.
Well, 3 moves will get you right on there with yellow. That's me. I'm yellow.
You can move people too on your turn.
I can't. I can't move you 2 spaces. We'll take care of this.
And second one.
You gotta be
Fuck you,
shit,
dude. Now it's going up to 4.
That's rough. They go on top, and then you flip them over.
It's real rough. But that's why,
Yeah, but now that I
4
got-
against.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they figured it out.
4 against the game creators.
Was that
Yeah.
your second card? First card?
Yeah, that's the first, second one.
Four up Dallas.
Gone.
Is that already
Gone.
gone?
It's already
It doesn't
Oh,
count.
you gotta use
Get
it.
rid of this. Cave of Shadows. Is
It's
that
gone
fine
too. We haven't been taking the cards out.
No, yeah.
Jerks.
Bronze Gate's gone.
Now it is.
No, it is.
So that's 1. Actually.
Misty thing is already gone.
Yes, it is. So we've only done 1 so far.
2 Fool's Landing.
Fool's Landing.
Yeah, but I can fly anywhere and shore things. So now that I've got
Temple of
this,
Sun.
that's already.
No.
Nope.
No, it's really
Gone.
gone.
The only way we can get this one, guys, is Temple of
That's
the
why
Moon.
we get
And
that.
4 Lost Lagoon.
Lost Lagoon.
Gone.
I can give Evan. Well, that's next
Cool.
turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
So I can make you move. Can I make you move diagonally? Because you can
What does
move
yours
diagonally. Move another player up to 2 adjacent tiles for 1 action.
Yeah, I don't. If yours only says adjacent, you can only move me adjacent to that.
2. It's 1 action.
That's all you can do.
1, 2. What'd you say?
No, I was trying to figure out how is Evan gonna get.
He can move diagonally. Evan can move
Oh,
diagonally.
okay. So that would count as a diagonal. That's
Yeah.
one. Okay.
It's 1 move.
Otherwise, you'd have to fly to me.
So that's what I'm saying. No one else can get to you because no one else can move diagonally. So no one else
I
can
just
get
have
to
to
you.
go to you.
Wait, what are you trying to do? Who do I want to get you? You here?
Yeah, I have 2 of these, and Jared needs to get one of these to get the cup right here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move you 1, 2. This is Jared?
Yeah.
Jared.
Move him
You're gonna
here.
get me here.
I'm gonna get Jared here. 1, 2. It's 2 actions. I'm just gonna shore up for no good reason.
Well, it's gonna get flipped over soon.
Flip
So.
over 2 of those for me. Or give me 2.
Fire. Chalice.
4 of these. Briggs Bridge.
Already gone.
Well, there
That's
are two.
right, that's right,
decks,
only
so
Fool's Landing is
Observatory is gone. No. Yep.
Well, if there's 2 in each deck, we should let that.
I think he's supposed to remove the other one too. Phantom Rock.
1,
Tidal Palace.
2.
2,
Whispering Garden is there.
3,
And Iron Gate.
That's 4. So now it's your turn, F.
You know what I'm thinking?
That's it.
Oh no, you have to give it to me because I can't.
1, 2. You can go 1, 2. And give me that
Give to you.
thing.
1, 2, give to you.
And then he gives
And then I
you-
can give you 1. Nope, I can't. Then I can't move 2. I could use my helicopter.
Kenny can move you. Oh, it's on his turn.
So I'm gonna use
No, you should helicopter him to you. And he gives it to you. It's 1, and then he moves to Wandering Garden. That's 2, and then 3 is Save the Palace. The thing is, if the Wandering Garden goes down, the only person who can get to the palace without that is Evan, without a helicopter. Well, Nick can too. So I don't know.
If you move me to you, my first action will be to give you the cup.
Well, yeah, because this just got flipped over, right?
Yeah, but there's another card in there still.
Yeah.
You don't have to move me to you.
any other time. Should I do that?
Oh no, because we gotta save Fool's fucking Landing.
It's true.
I think we're doomed right now. I really don't think we have a chance.
Well, even if Whispering Garden goes down, oh, then I could fly myself the other side and just.
Yeah, you can. So, Evan, just go to him and give him the thing.
That's all I gotta do. Yeah. You flew me, or you want me to move to you?
Let me save it just in case we don't get one and we need one.
Well, we're gonna need that moon to give to him, and I give him a moon.
Yeah, I'll give it to him as soon as he gets there. And then he can go 1. He can get there.
It's
And,
on his turn. You can't give him the moon on his turn.
Right. When it's his turn, he can give it.
oh yeah, I'll
Yeah, but if you
fly
give him the
there.
cup,
I know.
he has to get rid
That's
of
why you
something.
were considering using the
Yeah.
helicopter in the first place.
You have to get rid of something anyways.
I think I should fly you there. Oh, I have to get it. No. Fuck, I do.
So you'd have to
So I
him
gotta
to
fly
you.
him, yeah. I'll fly you to me.
And then just those.
And then go fix Fool's Landing.
You can do it right here.
I'll give
Yeah,
him
he's
that,
adjacent.
2, and then
Well, I'm diagonal.
I'll just fix the one I'm on, just so there's a path still.
Yeah, but this one's more important.
You can't get there.
You can't get to it now, so.
Or start moving back
Or-
towards the moon.
Well,
Or you.
I need your moon and Kenny's.
Yeah, he's
Unless
gonna
I'm
stay- he's
lucky
gonna
enough
stay-
to draw one out of the treasure pile.
He's gonna stay on the same tile as you, so you can trade.
I can't trade and go here.
No, you can't trade into that. You want to get there first and foremost.
Well, you can give it to him anywhere.
Yeah.
Short it up.
Yeah, just shore it up to leave a path to it.
Alright,
Alright.
let's see some moons. I got a helicopter lift and a griffin.
At least you got the lift, though.
That's
Alright,
true.
show us
Get that
4.
back.
Here we go.
Kingswood.
Cave of Embers. That's alright. Golden Gate. That's useless. Watchtower.
Useless.
And the Crimson Forest.
Yeah, we're good. We are good.
Just getting wet.
A little damp.
I will move. Treasure.
Chalice is yours.
Fuck, it's right.
Well, we know what's coming up.
I got a sandbag though.
So now it's still 4.
Yeah.
Nothing really needs to be sandbagged, really.
Well, King. Fool's Landing is about to.
Not necessarily. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fool's
5,
Landing
6,
is
7.
fine. The second Fool's Landing is in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going on top.
But that's going on top of that.
But if one of us dies, then it's over too.
How do we die?
How does.
If you sink on a tile that has no adjacent tiles,
Yeah.
then you die.
We're good.
Anything that's gonna go down is like.
Everybody's fine for that.
No. Tile pal.
The garden's not going down.
Give me that card.
Watchtower.
Gone. Get rid of that. So it's 2.
Whispering Gardens.
That's good. Now Kenny can give Evan the thing without moving.
No, it's not gone, is it?
It's not
It's just-
Oh,
it's
fuck.
just plug.
Fuck.
That was 4.
So that's my turn. Alright,
Yeah.
so
What can you do? Move?
I can move anywhere and shore up stuff, but I can also, I'm right here, I can shore up.
I would just shore up
Sure.
3 things.
1, 2,
And then do the Crimson Forest. Yeah.
3. Boom! That was dropped it.
Nice.
Sandbag.
Nice. Oh, hey, our odds are looking a lot better.
So once Evan gets all 4 things, we can use one of them to teleport him all the way over there.
Yep. And then he can just move 1, 2 later on.
And we'll.
And I can just fly over that.
There we go.
Let's hope so.
Embers.
Woo!
Crimson Forest.
2,
Phantom Rock is gone.
3,
God.
And the Iron Gate.
4. Iron Gate is gone.
On the card.
So is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have yellow and Evan is green. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Who else has 1?
I have the other.
He's got the other one,
And I
so.
can give it to him.
So I'm just gonna go. I can move him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
You can move Evan 2 spaces. I can give it to him
Well, the thing is-
from anywhere.
But the thing is, but you can't give it to him till it's your turn. Oh, you can give it to him anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, when,
Oh,
when it's
okay.
my
So
turn.
I'm gonna go 1, 2 for Evan.
And then Evan can at least move all the way out to that.
Temple.
Yeah.
Well, he can shore, which would be 1 and then 2, 3.
Yeah, because he can move diagonal.
Yeah. Oh, so give me 2 cards.
Oh,
We're at 5 now, boys.
that's alright, we only need that one. Because anyone here, well, depends on what falls first, if anything.
Sure does.
Sandbags, though.
I have,
Sandbags.
I have a sandbag.
And I got one.
Crimson Forest falls first. Why don't you guys sandbag right now?
Okay. Yeah.
Sandbag right
Yeah,
now.
once we flip the corresponding card to sync it,
Can't
you
sandbag.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm.
So
Sandbag, Crimson
sandbag.
Forest.
That.
And you might
Well, that's
wanna-
all set. I'm gonna save it in case Fool's Landing comes up again. Because if I fall down, I'll just swim there.
And if
If
I,
he falls
how are
in.
we all gonna get here to get away if this
we
is
have
a
helicopter
sandbag?
lifts.
I don't.
I do, and
We
Evan
can
does.
use them on
You can
two
use them
people.
anyone.
You
As
can
long
use
as
my-
you're on the same tile, you can move any people, any number of
Okay.
pawns.
So, I still think sandbag.
Five
yeah, wait.
tiles.
Sandbag it.
I'm gonna sandbag Cave Mars.
Yeah, you'd be crazy not to. Because Fool's Landing's not going anywhere right now, I hope.
2, 3. Whispering Gardens. Gone. And
That was
Golden
4.
Gate.
That was 4.
Go.
Whispering Gardens
We're
was
on
4.
5.
5.
We're on 5? Fuck. Oh shit, 2 more and it's just game over?
It's even Golden Gate because it's gone. So
That's it, right?
that's Kenny's turn, right? Or,
Wasn't that Evan's turn?
It's my turn.
That was Kenny's turn.
so it's now it's Evan's turn.
And you're what color? You're green?
Yeah.
Evan, just, I don't know, what do you want to do?
Well, I could
Shore
I
up.
could just shore everybody up right
You
now.
can shore this one up and move.
Because
move.
I should move away from Jared until. Oh no, he can.
I can
that's
hand
not
it
to
from
me.
wherever.
Yeah.
Shore up Fool's Landing
And then
at
move
very
me.
least.
Yeah.
And then get to the island. Get to the Temple of
Yeah,
the Moon.
do that. Shore, 1, 2.
Yeah, and we'll all try to be there by the time. Because then you can get it, move back, and we're out of here.
Well, I got one
He's
too.
got one too.
So he can use that
So
to
we're
get there.
good. Yeah, this is good. Hey, we might beat this game the first time.
1, 2.
Look at pessimism, didn't really pay off on mine.
And water rises
Water
dead.
rising.
Oh!
Alright.
You have to get rid of one.
Have to
Get rid of the
both
griffin.
them. Get rid of both of them.
Okay, you have to get rid of both of them. Yeah, good job.
Alright.
So
I will
your turn, buddy.
give Evan the 4th with 1
Oh,
action.
yo, flood cards.
Yep.
Silvergate.
Shut up next time, buddy.
For some reason, I thought that was only when we do this.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
that's just when we shuffle them back in.
2,
Twilight.
3.
Oh, these are pretty good cards.
Yep. Silvergate.
Temple to
Oh
Moon.
no.
That's the first time it came up, though.
4.
Yeah,
which
well,
means
that
the
means
second
one
one.
of these two is Temple to the Moon. And that's not. This is abandoned.
Really? So that guy's up with me?
Well, he's gonna be screwed then because nobody can go over there and shore it up.
I can.
No.
But-
Oh, Nick
not,
can. Nick
not
can fly.
before my turn.
Not before
Not
his
before
turn.
I draw it.
I can fly you there before the end of my turn. Might have to do that.
You might have to
Is
do
this the
that.
end of your turn though?
No.
No, it's just
I can do this at any time.
Yeah.
Play it at any time. Does not count as an action. So I'm gonna have to do that.
doing that right now. We think we're that sure that that's that.
Are we sure there's two of them? Because
No, that's probably the Dunes of Deception.
Yeah.
are you sure there's two of them?
There has to be two.
Why would
No,
there
it
be
doesn't have
two?
to be 2 whatsoever.
They
because
come up
they
that
shuffle
often.
it back in. Yeah, I don't think there are 2.
You've been scared us this much.
Yeah, I don't think there are 2 for everything.
5, 6, 7. Yeah. Good.
Alright, sweet.
Give me that.
We've been that paranoid that like 2 cards you don't have.
No, don't worry about it. We all know that there's.
I
I know there's
there's
not,
two.
but I still want to see what.
So, okay, it's giving you a thing.
I'm gonna give this to Evan for
Yeah.
1 action.
He's gonna discard something.
Griffin.
And then I'm gonna
True.
move to the
3.
helipad.
Right.
Alright. That's your turn, so there's your treasures.
Dive makes something nearest time. The Explorer makes something.
Oh, but wait,
Oh,
but we're
yeah.
gonna reshuffle.
We're going to.
Yeah.
We're gonna shuffle up, and one of these might be it.
We're gonna. Let's see what happens.
Shit. we should have done it. You're right, Evan. Because now we're gonna shuffle these.
Let's see what happens.
We'll flip this one. We know that's the Dunes.
Alright, guys. See if we blew it. We might have blown it.
Alright, hold on.
That's gone.
It's 2. 3.
I'm stuck over there.
Yes!
All right.
Alright, so
But we
give
know
me,
it's coming next.
give me these.
Nick can fly himself anywhere, though.
Yeah, I can find myself anywhere.
He's flying there and shoring that shit up.
Which one's Nick?
How are we gonna get out of
Nick's
here?
blue.
You guys still have a pass.
I'm already
Don't we
there.
need one of these to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one, and Evan's got one. And I can fly anywhere. With 1 action.
Oh, yeah, that's
So-
true.
So you need.
You need the flyer at.
Fly mass to
Where
Evan.
are you?
I'm right here.
Shore up, fly to Evan, shore up.
Okay. Well, this already got pulled, so it's not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but if we
we're gonna
go-
have to reshuffle.
we
Shuffle
go-
it
Yeah.
during your turn.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
So shore that.
shore it up,
Fly.
fly to Evan, shore that up. Hi, Evan.
That's gonna be a water rising.
Nope. This next one is though. I can fly both me and Evan to it because I have no cover too and we're on the same tile.
Well, Evan, Kenny, you need to end your turn here.
Yeah, I know.
So then once Evan gets it, Evan can just.
I'm gonna end my turn now. Don't you worry.
If we get to Evan's turn, we win.
Yeah. But we have to get there.
Yeah, we have to get to Evan's
If
turn.
we just make it to Evan's turn.
We're trying to do that.
So
right
buy
now.
the treasure, fly him and Nick back, and then him and
Do you think
Nick.
this is how almost every game ends up breaking down? It's like stressful. Like we might be able to do it. I think every game might be like that, and every game you lose.
There's a glimpse of hope.
Yeah. Game should be called Forbidden Winner.
Chance.
So we've got.
Well, good thing we showed that up.
Flip it over.
1.
Copper gate.
Gone. That's 2.
Dragon Forest gone. And we go to the Cave of Embers, which probably is gone.
So that's good.
Yeah, look at that. You're already
Yeah, we
there.
still have to do one more, don't we? That was only 4, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
shuffling
there's
down.
the Dunes.
We could lose the temple.
No, wait.
Yeah, we need one more card.
Here's the Cave
Yeah,
of
okay.
Embers. That's gone.
You gonna fuck us?
I'm not picking. Whose turn is it?
Next, right?
Draw your last card.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come on, be the hero. Don't.
Oh,
kill
we're
him.
fucked because we have to draw 5 cards on Kenny's turn, irregardless. So we're gonna draw these 2 cards 4 times.
It's over.
It's over, but let's play it out because this game's fun. Nick fucked us.
Game over.
Nope, Dunes are gone.
Just now we're fucked.
No, we're fucked.
Well, they'll die before us, Kenny.
Huh.
We'll be over here.
They
alone.
sure will. They sure will.
Hey, baby, if you get a helicopter, me and you can fly away.
Hey, wait, helicopter me there?
I can just helicopter us both here and then
Oh, yeah.
get us out of here.
Yeah,
Fuck
but-
this thing.
We need it to win.
I know.
No, we're gonna
Fuck it.
draw
We can all
5.
We're all gonna die.
No, we're gonna draw 5 cards.
Yeah. It would still wouldn't work out.
The thing is, you have to draw 5, even if there's only 2 left.
I think so. Draw flood cards.
Yet another thing that's probably been fucking us. Heavy
Yeah,
respect.
if this happens in the middle of a turn, continue drawing flood cards as necessary from the new pile. So yeah,
I'm gonna just gonna hang out.
nothing to do.
Give me 2 sandbags.
Water rises.
And sandbag.
See, we could have won if I had 2 sandbags, possibly.
Possibly.
So I could have sandbagged. Now we can put it in. Oh, game over.
Game over.
Now it's over.
You guys
That was
can-
fun. That's fun. And I think with more practice, we'll win. We can win.
I don't think practice has really that much to do with it.
Nope, now I know how the game works and I'm sure that I could win.